Welcome back, those brave enough to peer into the shadows. The line between legend and truth has always been thin in places like Dresdenville, a town where stories don't just linger in dusty archives, but bleed into the very ground beneath your feet. What begins as a simple investigation is never truly simple, not here, not when the past still whispers and the walls remember everything. Step carefully. The Lynch estate is more than just a name on a map. It's a scar pulsing beneath the skin of this cursed town. What waits inside is neither dream nor reality, but something far older, far hungrier. Chapter 3 opens its doors. Take a breath and cross the threshold. Chapter 3. The first investigation. The morning in Dresdenville wasn't so bad. The sun struggled through the grayish veil of clouds, bathing the streets in dim but pleasant light. I was on my way to the editorial office trying to shake off everything that had happened the night before. The Dresdenville Chronicle was housed in a small two-story brick building that looked as though it had seen better days. Inside, however, it was much cozier. Wooden desks, tall shelves overflowing with papers, and the rich aroma of fresh coffee filling the air. As soon as I stepped through the door, I was met with smiles. "Oh, the one and only Richard," a man in a checkered shirt called out, raising his hand in a friendly gesture. "Welcome to our small but mighty team." I barely had time to respond before I was surrounded by colleagues, all throwing out jokes, greetings, and hearty handshakes. The warmth of the atmosphere put me at ease. "Richard, come on, I'll introduce you to your partner," said the editor, a young woman with a determined gaze. She led me to one of the desks where a man about my age sat, his unruly chestnut hair and sly grin giving him a roguish charm. "This is John. He knows everything and everyone around here, so consider yourself lucky." "Oh, another young talent. Fantastic. We'll make a great team," John said, extending his hand. I shook it and we exchanged smiles. We got to work quickly. Our first assignment was a series of articles on local legends. John already had a few ideas and I eagerly joined the discussion. "There's plenty of mystery here," he said, scanning his notes. "Old houses, eerie stories. Even the police sometimes hint at things they can't explain. This is Dresdenville. There's always something to write about." I tried to focus, but my mind kept drifting back to the book, the one that had appeared by my bedside, the one that had recorded my dream. "Richard?" John's voice pulled me from my thoughts. I looked up and met his curious gaze. "You look like you've seen a ghost." I hesitated. Should I tell him? Should I keep it to myself? But something in his eyes made me choose honesty. "I had a very strange dream," I began. And then I found a book that had written it down. Every word John narrowed his eyes slightly but didn't interrupt. "I know how that sounds," I quickly added. "But it really happened. I couldn't have written it myself." John twirled a pencil between his fingers, deep in thought. "What was the dream about?" I told him. About the city with its broken shadows, the eyes watching me, the figures gliding silently, and the voice whispering from the walls. When I finished, John remained silent for a moment. Then he sighed and smirked. "Welcome to Dresdenville, my friend. Nothing here happens by chance." His words made me feel like my story was just the beginning of something much bigger. We decided to start our investigation with one of the most talked about local legends, the story of the abandoned Lynch estate on the outskirts of town. Rumors said that anyone who dared to spend a night there would see strange visions, hear voices, or even disappear without a trace. "This is the perfect topic for our first article," John said excitedly, unfolding a map of the town. "The Lynch estate has been a source of intrigue for years, but no journalist has ever gotten to the truth." "What about the police?" I tried to find a logical explanation. "They don't like talking about it. The only thing I could dig up is that every missing person case there gets closed very quickly. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?" I felt a familiar spark of journalistic curiosity stir inside me. There was something about this story, something personal, an inexplicable feeling that it was tied not just to the town but to me as well. "We could check it out tonight," John suggested, winking. What do you say? I exhaled. After everything that had happened last night, another encounter with the unknown wasn't exactly appealing, but I couldn't refuse. All right, I nodded. But if we find something really weird, I'm not staying long. Deal, John laughed, clapping me on the shoulder. You'll see, this will be fun. I wasn't so sure, but a voice inside me whispered that once I took this step, there would be no turning back. Maybe it was all just legends, or maybe it was something more, something hidden behind the veil of stories we were only beginning to unravel. Yet, the longer I thought about it, the more I realized I wanted to uncover the truth. The story of Dresdenville is only just beginning, and every step deeper into its secrets brings more questions than answers. What lies beyond the Lynch estate? What force watches from the shadows, etching nightmares into reality? That's for us to uncover together, and your voice matters. If you're intrigued by the chilling mysteries unraveling in this story, don't forget to like this chapter, subscribe to stay with us on this descent into darkness, and leave a comment with your theories, thoughts, or even your own experiences with the unexplained. Every interaction helps keep the investigation alive, and who knows? Maybe your comment will unlock a new clue or lead us to the next terrifying truth. Dresdenville remembers everyone who dares to explore its secrets. Are you brave enough to continue? Hit that like, tap subscribe, and let your voice echo in the dark. The next chapter is closer than you think,